Hello, we're going on an interior design tour of Whitney Houston's house. Please make yourself comfortable, because it's one of the most interesting houses from architectural and design point of view. Let's see which stories the interior design of this house tells us about the Queen of the Night. In 1987, Whitney Houston spent $2.7 million designing a home in Madam, New Jersey. They say it was Whitney Houston's dream house. A contemporary concrete and glass structure was built to resemble Terminal C at New Jersey's Newark Liberty International Airport. Hugh Bitterman commissioned the house. In July 1992, Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown tied the knot at the posh home. The ceremony took place in a marquee on the house's rolling lawn. It was home to their growing family. All circular structures and glass, in fact, resemble a transportation hub. A 13,607 square foot white structure lost in 5 acres of woods. Distinctive and unusual. From an overhead view, it is oddly reminiscent of a UFO landing pad. Whitney Houston lived together with her big family in the house in the 90s. The mansion was even a filming location for the Bravo reality show Being Bobby Brown. Their turbulent relationship was chronicled on this reality show. Whitney Houston's former mansion boasts a 6-car garage, 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, sitting, family and dining rooms, a kitchen, elegant living spaces with curved walls, domed skylights, wall-length windows, apartment-size closets, dance/workout room, a game room, a professional recording studio, a media room, a pool house, an in-ground pool. Whitney Houston's house was put on the market several times over the years before and after her shocking death in 2012. The singer herself tried to sell it in 2009, being 2 years after her marriage with Bobby Brown ended. The mansion was finally bought, and luckily for the fans, the new owner is very conscious of preserving what the great singer created there. You will see then and now pictures of the rooms in the video. Houston acquired the property at the height of her stardom, and the house was less than a year old. The singer's next-door neighbor recalls, "There were lots of workmen renovating her house for close to a year after she moved in. To thank us for putting up with that, she sent us all red roses." Another neighbor of Whitney Houston's recalled her experience about the legendary singer. "She was always very friendly. If you saw her out walking her dog or jogging, she always spoke. If she passed you in her car, she would wave. If she was in a hurry, though you knew to get out of the way, she nearly ran me off the road once." Let's enter the house now. The grand circular sitting room amazes and makes your jaw drop as soon as you enter the room. The first words that come to your mind when you see the room: space, light, and air. The room is very spacious and full of light, thanks to the floor-to-ceiling curved windows and a gigantic dome skylight in the center of the room. Let's do not forget that the terminal was an inspiration behind the architecture of the house. Thanks to this amount of space and light, the room doesn't look like it's a part of the house, but as if it locates outside. The puffy white couches or armchairs and a glass coffee table continue the idea of airy, weightless, and zero-gravity idea. The big glossy white round columns bring grandeur to the interior, while the fireplace is covered with the brown travertine tiles, which grounds the interior and reminds us of soil and earth colors. These earth colors do not allow the visitors to fly away into space, sort of to say. The light brown wooden bar island helps to make the huge spacious sitting room more cozy, and together with the fireplace reminds us that it is still a family room and not part of the airport terminal. This is what the sitting room looks like now. They say that Icon's white piano used to stand in this room when she used to live here. Well, why not? We can easily imagine a cozy family night when Bobby Brown plays the piano and the legendary Whitney Houston casually sings to her musical family. As you probably noticed, an outstanding feature of the house is a gracefully flowing floor plan. Walking through the curved hall with floor-to-ceiling windows, we enter a living/family room. And it is adjacent to the kitchen, as you will see later. You can see it's a circular-shaped room too. It's quite difficult to find any corners in it, which is very child-friendly, of course. The main attraction point here is a fireplace and a big TV. It's a second fireplace in the house. In front of them stands a big light gray sofa and a big glass coffee table. Behind the sofa is a round dinner table, which is made of glass too. Around 7 persons can sit freely at the table. As you have probably noticed already, there is barely a concrete or brick wall. Instead of it, there are floor-to-ceiling windows. You can see Whitney Houston together with Bobby Brown and their daughter Bobby Christina Brown in this very room being filmed for the reality show. I bet it was the favorite family room in the house. And despite the spacious sitting room in which we were before, the whole family tend to gather in this very room to chill, to watch TV, to talk and to eat. Here we can see Whitney Houston cleaning the glass table behind the sofa. I can imagine how cozy the room must be with the fire on. The family room gently flows into the kitchen. In the video we can see only one part of the kitchen, but in the photos we can see how big the kitchen is and how professionally equipped it is. The prevailing colors in the kitchen are white, brown, ochre and sienna colors. The colors of a burned soil somewhere in Italy or Spain. The travertine tiles add some coziness to the white kitchen units. In the center of the kitchen there is a white island with light brown wooden bar stools. On the ceiling, a big dome skylight brings light to this corner of the house. If we go back, we can see that adjacent to the family room is a formal dining room, in the center of which stands an oval dining table, providing space for 12 persons who can comfortably enjoy their meal sitting on the wooden chairs, which are upholstered with a light glossy lilac color fabric. We can see that the walls of the house were covered with Whitney Houston's portraits and photos. There is even an area in the house dedicated to all her awards, showcased like in a museum. This area in the house still exists nowadays, but instead of all the awards, which Whitney Houston for sure taken to another house of hers, we can see books and records of the legendary singer. They say that Houston's family members filed a lawsuit to retrieve their belongings from the house after they were locked out of the house before the sale. The dispute was resolved amicably, and the family collected its personal property before the mansion was sold. As we already visited 4 rooms in the house, you can make a picture of the interior design that Whitney Houston preferred. The house looks quite minimalistic furniture-wise. Don't you think so? It looks like Whitney Houston preferred a lot of free space to move freely around the house. There is no clutter, no antique furniture, which we saw at Ralph Lauren's house in Bedford, New York, or expensive paintings of contemporary artists, which we saw at Madonna's New York apartment or at Sharon Stone's LA house or at Elton John's LA house. There are no objects of vanity. The furniture in the house is functional and looks quite simple. The only vanity in the house is, of course, Whitney Houston herself, her photos and her numerous awards. Walking through the curved corridor, which boasts a stained glass style decoration running alongside terracotta-colored tile floors and passing the double-door entry, we find ourselves in the master bedroom. The master bedroom features an open-plan layout with a bed on a raised platform in the center. The walls of the room are painted in pastel light beige color. The floor-to-ceiling windows fill the room with light and sun. The king-size bed is equipped with a flat TV and 2 big loudspeakers. The bedside cabinets continue the circular shape of the room, having no sharp corners. It looks like the furniture in the room repeats the shape and glossy color of the 2 massive glossy columns in the head of the bed. There are no pictures of walk-in closets, and if to believe the description, Whitney Houston's closet was of an apartment size. But I managed to find in the reality show video a snippet of Bobby Brown showing a part of his closet, which looks simply like lines of rails with clothes. And now we are in the master bathroom. The sumptuous bathroom boasts a glass brick wall, which we can see in the background of the photo of Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown together. But actually, it's a shower cabin with dome skylight. Impressive, isn't it? A round jacuzzi on the raised platform is surrounded by floor-to-ceiling windows and looks like a pearl in the oyster. And honestly, I am taken aback. What is the main gem in the bathroom? A round jacuzzi or a glass shower cabin with a dome skylight above? Please share your opinion in the comments. The bathroom is kitted out with neutral fixtures and fittings. We can see a closer look of the bathtub in these photos of a newlywed couple who rented the house for the wedding venue. What a brilliant idea, isn't it? Well, after visiting the master bathroom, we can see that the Queen of the Night preferred glass walls even in her bathroom. The current owner of the house, Matthew Krauthammer, said Whitney Houston hadn't lived in the house at least 5 years when she died in 2012. The house needed work, but overall it wasn't in a bad shape. And this is a guest bedroom. Like in every room, we can see a minimal set of furniture, and the furniture is mostly made of wood and is the most simple one. And this is perhaps Bobby Christina's bedroom. Thanks to the pink curtains and bed duvet, the room looks very girly. The furniture in the room is white and differs in style from the modern furniture we've seen in the other rooms. The room has a minimal amount of furniture too. Bobby Christina, after coming home from school, most probably did her homework sitting at that white desk. And now we are in a guest bathroom. The main colors here are white and red. Without taking into account the window wall, this bathroom looks quite modest. The next guest bathroom looks more modern and sumptuous. It gives us subtle hints that we are at the house of a superstar, actually. The room itself doesn't look as big as the master bathroom, but thanks to the floor-to-ceiling windows and mirrors, the room looks quite spacious and is full of light. The main color in the room seems to be pastel pink, the color of the bathtub and of the tiling. If you are looking for a place to celebrate your wedding, the current owner arranges wedding celebrations on the grounds of the house. Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown wedded here, so can you. And this is a separate dance/workout room. Now we are in the recording studio. The recording studio is a professional one, though in the picture it is quite empty. In the reality show, Bobby Brown showed the recording studio in its full glory. He was recording perhaps a new single in the studio at that moment. When your mom and dad are professional singers, it is quite comfortable to have a recording studio at home. Who knows when inspiration dawns upon them, and as soon as they feel inspired, they can summon the studio engineers and record a single, though it looks too crowded in there. But the recording studio locates in one of the wings of the very spacious house, so most probably it didn't feel as crowded as it looked in the reality show. And this is a game room, a photo of which I couldn't find, but it was featured in the reality show, which is even better. And now we are in a cinema room. It looks very chic, don't you think so? It reminds of a private room in a very expensive nightclub that you usually see in the movie or a music video. The ceiling is painted in a deep purple color. The walls and the sofa are upholstered in a slightly lighter shade of purple fabric. In the center of the room stands a very modern and solid, shiny metallic coffee table with sharp corners. To make the cinema room look bigger, the mirrors were installed on the wall where the screen hangs. Now let's step outside. The exterior is very inviting, having several areas dedicated to relaxation and entertainment, allowing for contiguous enjoyment of superb terraces and lawns. The crown jewel of the outside area is a swimming pool, a glinting pool emblazoned with Houston's initials. Before the renovation was made by the current owner of the property, the pool was in a very poor condition. But thanks to the repair, now it looks like one of the landmarks of the superstar's former mansion. The front of the house shows a great-colored one-story exterior amid lush grounds. Set on over 5 acres in a heaven of lushly landscaped privacy, innovative design, both stimulating and sheltering, prevails throughout the home. The luxuriant vegetation that surrounds the property offers a great deal of intimacy. Whitney Houston had a lot of love and treated people very well. Her house was her family. Some of them lived there and some of them stayed there. Which room in the house was your favorite? Please leave your comment below. It would be interesting to see the most popular room in the house, chosen by you. And whose house or apartment you'd like to tour with me in the next video? Please write down your wishes below in the comments and we will definitely tour it together. Please subscribe to the channel, you would help the channel a lot. And see you in our next house tour very soon.